As I suspected, I'm pretty sure that tower that I spied from afar is the hostel that I'm after. When I first saw it from a distance, I thought, wait a minute, how the heck did they get that much graffiti that high up on the building? But as you can see once you get closer, it's not actually graffiti, it's by design. There appears to be Veikkaus. When I saw that from a distance, I thought it was a Coca-Cola logo. But I think Veikkaus Hostel is the name of the hostel that I'm after, and I'm pretty close to it now. That's the this building is the stadium, and I'm actually here in a pretty good spot. I climbed a kind of a rocky hill. I actually took a shortcut through the through that little woodsy kind of park there, and if you look that way, you can see sort of western Helsinki. Well, you can't really see much from here because there's just this big building in the way, but I'm looking west. Well, this is now more like south, but you can kind of see where I came from. There's the church spire that I passed a while ago. How long did it take me to walk here? It took me about 2 hours to walk here from the central railway station. But that's partly because, like an idiot, I stopped and looked at a lot of things and filmed a lot of things on the way. If I just walked straight here and wasn't carrying a heavy suitcase, I probably would have gotten here a little faster. So this place isn't quite in the city center. It's about 1 or 2 kilometers north of the city center. You've got a bit of a walk ahead of you if you want to walk here from the city center. But oh well, let's see what the rooms are like. Just as a side note, if you ever find yourself on this hill where I just was, overlooking the city, and you want to come this way, like come west down from there, don't do what I did and come down the hill this way. I actually came down from where I'm looking now, and it's actually quite hard. From here you can tell it's a bit of a steep climb. I didn't realize I had to very carefully pick my way around. Kind of took a winding route down. Kind of stupid. I should have just stayed on the street. Climbing up there was easy from the other side. From the far side of this hill, it's easy to get up to the hill, but climbing down from this side is not so easy. All right, let's go to Veikkaus. By the way, from here, I believe that those staircases on the side of the building are actually painted on. From a distance, it really looks like they're real. I rather strongly believe now that apparent staircase there is actually just fake, and it's actually just a flat surface that's painted on the building. Sneaky. Oh, those sneaky Finnish people, you can't trust them. Okay, I'm an idiot. This tower is actually not the hostel. It's actually just a, well, according to the sign, it's Finland's tallest work of art. The tower of the Helsinki Olympic Stadium is a Finnish monument, deeply ingrained in the country's history and part of the city's image. When the Stadium Foundation decided to renovate the tower, covering it with a hood for several months, covered it with a hood, it offered Veikkaus the chance to use the hood for promotional purposes. Veikkaus had no intention of using the tower to advertise its products, instead it opted to pay tribute to the tower, while communicating its own mission to bring joy to the lives of Finnish people. This gave rise to the idea of Finland's tallest work of art, displaying the many aspects of Finnish happiness. To this end, we invited Finns to send us photographs, drawings, and paintings. I still have no idea what Veikkaus is. What is Veikkaus? I have no idea. But anyway, the hostel I'm thinking of is actually Stadion. Stadion Hostel is the name of the hostel that I was looking for, but it is close to the stadium. So this is the stadium here. You can kind of see it there, and actually over in that direction there appears to be another sports arena with some other kind of game of something going on, probably football, also known as soccer. Tonnenseteli. Well, not quite. It's Torni's suljettu, but kind of close. Työmäalue. Okay, here is the Stadion Hostel, the most popular hostel in Helsinki. So it's actually behind the stadium. It's actually here on the north side of the stadium. There's the tower that I was talking about before. If you go to if you go to the hostel's website, they actually have a huge picture of the tower and extensively reference the tower on their site. So for some reason I thought that the hostel was actually housed in the tower. But no, so it's just not the case. I guess the tower just serves as a good landmark since it's so tall. It serves as a good way to find the hostel if you're a foreigner to Helsinki, which obviously most people in the hostel probably are. And I don't know what hosteling international is. I've never been in a hostel before, so this will be a new experience for me. So here you go. This is what you get. This is the interior of a hostel room inside Study on Hostel. Currently, I'm the only one here right now. I'm kind of surprised that there's no one else here. It's like 9:45 at night, and I realize it's not that late, but still, you'd think that people would be getting ready to retire by now. But hey, 20 euros a night buys you one of these beds for the evening. Not bad. Okay, folks, it's the next morning, and I'm here just outside the Study on Hostel, where the you can see the sign is over there. Interesting experience. I actually didn't sleep that well just because there are a bunch of people in the room. And it's not so much necessarily just the act of sleeping with other people, but the problem is when there were about a dozen beds in the room, and when there are all those people traveling together, a bunch of people have luggage that they're constantly fiddling with, and it's there's just usually something going on even in the middle of the night. The house rules in this hostel are that quiet hours are from 11 p.m., which would be 23 o'clock, I guess, European time, to 7 in the morning, which is fair. That's 8 hours of quiet time. And they say silence during these hours, but it's not really silent, because I guess they mean silence as in people can't talk or play music or something like that. But, if somebody needs to get something out of their luggage or something like that, then, or if they're a new arrival and they need to unpack, then there's going to be noise. And just all through the night there are sounds of people operating the zippers on their suitcases, or maybe on their pants or whatever, I don't know. And there was one guy there. He had a bunch of bags. I guess it's normal when you travel, you accumulate a bunch of bags that you carry around all your stuff in, and he must have had like 20 bags that he had to open one by one and go through all the contents of and fiddle with. And this was in the middle of the night, and for me, bags rattling are just not a sleep through it sound. There are some sounds that your mind sort of trains itself to sleep through after a while, and the rattling of a bunch of plastic bags just isn't one of those sleep through it sounds for me. So I don't know. Otherwise, the experience here was pretty good, but I didn't sleep well. I'm kind of grumpy now because I didn't get much sleep. So pretty awesome. Anyway, well, it's what is it? It's like 9 in the morning here. I just realized my previous times that I gave in the last video were probably an hour extended, because my watch was still on St. Petersburg time, which is actually 1 hour ahead of Finnish time. So anyway, yeah, it's about 9 a.m. here in Helsinki now. Hey folks, so I'm here on the street in front of the proper entrance to this Olympic Stadium, which I would have gone by the first time if I hadn't climbed up that hill, which is that hill, in that direction there. So anyway, this is the proper entrance to the stadium, and here at the front there is a statue of Paavo Nurmi, who is probably the greatest among Finnish athletic legends. He was a runner, as his statue's pose befits him. Now, when I first saw the statue, I was kind of thinking of jokingly making a note that, oh, it looks like Paavo Nurmi is naked. They sculpted him naked for some reason. And then I thought, oh, but he's obviously not anatomically correct, right? No, I was wrong. They actually they appear to have made one of Finland's greatest Olympic heroes anatomically correct. These other people are also stopping to admire the sculptor's handiwork.